Thank you, Madam Chair, and to the ranking member for holding this hearing today. And thank you, Administrator Kelly, for appearing before us. This hearing comes at a precarious time for small businesses. Over the past few years, they've battled and emerged from a pandemic that permanently forced many small businesses to close their doors. Yet at this moment, small employers are the least optimistic about their future business conditions than they have been in almost 50 years. And how can you blame them? 8.3% annual inflation is ripping through the economy without signs of stopping. Every business you talk to can't find people to hire, and supply chains are still in turmoil. There is no doubt that this administration's fiscal policies have played a hand in overstimulating the economy. The San Francisco Fed found their fiscal support accounted for over a third of the recent rise in inflation. Unfortunately, this administration's response has been much of the same rhetoric. The president tweeted that the key to bringing down inflation was, quote, making sure that the wealthiest corporations pay their fair share, end quote. And yet his new press secretary couldn't even defend that statement. In an environment that leaves business owners looking for ways to cut costs, this president still has on his mind increasing taxes. That would be devastating for small businesses. On this committee, we've established that tax increases would directly and indirectly impact small employers. But lucky for us, the key to a thriving small business economy and a lower inflation environment lies with less government interference and spending. And let's be clear, we are nowhere near finished with the oversight of COVID relief. The Washington Post just put out a story that about close to $163 billion in unemployment fraud. And combine that with a staggering amount of fraud in small business programs, we're nearly $250 billion in waste. Imagine what we could do with that money. Maybe we could actually deal with the rapidly approaching expiration dates of Medicare and Social Security trust funds. The message to the American people should be clear. The federal government will not spend any new money while we work to get back the billions of dollars in improper payments. Mr. Kelly, I have just a couple of questions. Is the SBA and the Office of Capital Access expecting or planning for a recession in the U.S. economy?
We are not expecting anything related to that. What we are doing every single day is providing credit not available elsewhere. So
so you are not. So you are taking no steps at all to plan for a recession.
Our program, with respect to its core products, is actually a product that will work very well for small businesses and lenders, regardless of the economic.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, but are you saying that you are not taking any steps to prepare for a recession?
No, I'm saying that we have loan products that we administer.
So you are taking steps to prepare for a recession.
I think I've answered the question, which is I'm saying.
Let's say yes or no. Are you not, or you are?
We are administering a program that provides loan products.
So is it a yes or a no?
That we're providing loan products? It's a yes.
That you are preparing or not preparing for a recession?
We are not currently preparing for a recession, no.
Okay. So would you agree that the overall economic situation does impact lending cycles and whether small business owners may seek out SBA loans versus a private lender?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Would you agree that the overall economic situation impacts lending cycles?
Yes.
And whether or not small business owners can seek out SBA loans versus a private lender?
Yes. But what happens in a recessionary environment is that the SBA loan products are actually in greater demand. And so,
okay, so good to know. So I'm sure you are aware, many financial institutions are starting to anticipate and price in a higher risk of a recession. So I'm interested in why private lenders are adjusting to this economy at a higher risk of a recession, but the SBA is not thinking about it.
It's not that we are not thinking about it. Our core products depend on those lending intermediaries that you just referenced, and the core product actually benefits them in the counter-cyclical environment. So what I'm saying to you is that the particular program that I administer has loan products that are most useful in counter-cyclical environments. So whether I am in a recession—
I've got to yield back my time because I've got 17 more seconds. As you talk with small business owners, I'm curious, what is a bigger concern for them, climate change or inflation?
I think that anything that impacts their business is a concern, and both of those.
But you think they are more concerned with climate change right now or inflation?
I think with respect to the references to climate change within the specific budget, it's in reference to natural disasters that have eviscerated their small business. So I believe.
Okay, I yield back
both
my
of those
time.
things
Thank you.